Imagine a count. Imagine a country where every money collected from taxes goes directly to schools, hospitals, and infrastructure. But sadly, this is not always the case. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about the present issues that the Philippines are facing right now. Corruption. Corruption that undermines progress, suffocating our communities, draining our resources, and silencing our voices. This is the right time to speak up and demand for accountability and transparency among leaders. Corruption never ends because here in our country, the same names keep running and the same games keep winning, and politicians promise change every election. But once in power, they play the same old tricks, enriching themselves while the people remain stuck in poverty. The issue right now is not just because of those corrupt politicians. It is also because of those people who didn't choose wisely during elections. Those people who are blinded by money. I saw a quote from TikTok that says, "Dami niyong galit, pero tuwing eleksyon, tanga-tanga kayo." And I strongly agree with it. We're in this situation right now where corruption is being normalized because both buying during election is also being normalized. This is why we should wisely choose our leaders. Look at them, living a lavish lifestyles, using the money taxpayers pay. Politicians can afford expensive and luxurious things, yet they can't afford to fully accomplish any projects. They didn't just steal the money but also the labor, the dignity, and the hard work of all Filipinos. Refuse to normalize corruption. Question leaders who enrich themselves at our taxes and demand accountability and transparency in every level of government. Together, we can build a society where honesty is valued, justice is served, and progress is shared by all. It's now time to stop tolerating corruption because the future belongs to those brave enough to fight for it.
Thank you, Raymar, for sharing such an insightful speech. As for my feedback, the speech has a really clear structure. It also uses relatable examples about how corruption impairs the growth of our country. Because politicians prioritize securing their own wealth than to serve the Philippines. And I can hear your voice clearly. I can also appreciate that you emphasize the things that every voter should do, and you really encourage the audiences to take an action. However, it would be nice if the arguments are clarified by adding in instances on how one's life, one's life was affected by corruption. Overall, the speech was impactful and your delivery was great. That really do reflects the country or what our country suffered today. Now at this moment, let me share my persuasive speech entitled Beyond Bribes and Promises. The late Miriam Defensor Santiago stated that the cancer that demands our urgent attention is corruption and poverty. We complain about the type of governance we have, but let me ask you, are you one of those people who accept monetary bribery during or accepted monetary bribery during election period. We endure what we tolerate. We did this to ourselves. You may not say it directly, but deep down, you know it is true. Many of us accepted the money politicians handed out during election season. A few bills slipped into our hands in exchange for our vote. It may seem harmless at that moment, but the truth is that money is not a gift. It comes from our parents' taxes, our teachers, engineers, the people who really do work hard to earn that money. And it is recycled and disguised to buy our silence and our consent. When we allow ourselves to be bought, we also sell away our right to demand better governance. This should be a wake-up call for all of us. We must not be blinded by flashy campaign promises, loud rallies, or how generous they appear during election period. Integrity, honesty, and dedication cannot be measured by how much a politician is willing to give during campaign election, but by what they have genuinely accomplished and how they have served the people. We should never be afraid to do what is right, and that begins with choosing leaders who are truly worthy of the positions they seek. We the Filipino people, empower the government. Every leader sitting in Malacanang, in Congress, or even in our barangay halls are there because of our votes. That power is in our hands, yet we often forget its weight. It is not enough to complain about corruption, poverty, and poor governance. If we continue to elect leaders based on popularity, charm, and campaign gimmicks. Instead, let us make a habit to scrutinize their track records, to look at the laws they have passed, the projects they have delivered, and the way they have lived their lives outside of politics. Let us rise above the shallow standards of photogenic posters and catchy jingles. Next election, we must do better, not just for ourselves, but for the generations who will inherit the country we shape today. In the upcoming national and local elections, let us vote genuinely. Our country needs leaders of character and vision. More importantly, our country needs our courage to use our voice for change. In the upcoming national and local elections, let us vote fairly. Our country needs great leaders. Our country needs our voice.
Mary Perlin Cagande's speech says that when politicians offer a bribery during elections, they fuel corruption that hurts our country and keeps people poor. Many use stolen money, even from our taxes, to buy votes and avoid responsibility for their failures. We must stop voting for candidates who hand out cash or make fake promises, and instead choose honest leaders with real achievements and desire to help the poor, help the country, rather. Our votes are powerful. By electing people of integrity, not just fame, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Let's be brave during election. Refuse bribery, demand for change, and vote for leaders who truly deserve our trust.